Hello there, Scorpio. I hope you're keeping well, my dears. Massive apologies, guys, for not getting the reading out to you earlier. There was yours and a couple of other signs as well. I'd recorded them, but they just wouldn't upload onto YouTube. I had a bit of a drama with that one, so I've had to re-record them all for you again. This is going to go from the beginning of August. I know we're on the 3rd already, but it is just energy, so I'll scoop in a bit from a couple of days ago. But as you can see here with the Page of Pentacles, it's at the back, and the Tower card, that is the recent past anyway. So that is going to take you back probably about 6 weeks, I'd say, 6 to 8 weeks. That's a general guideline I have. So it may take you back to, let's say, the beginning of June. For others of you, it'll be a completely predictive reading, so you may not have reached this point yet. You may not reach this point until maybe beginning of October, okay? It's just down to you to adjust accordingly where you feel you fit within the reading, and yeah, and then just go from there. Again, I'm hearing North Node. I'm not getting it with all the star signs, but I'm hearing North Node. North Node is your karmic path, guys. To find out what your North Node sign is, just go to a star sign calculator, input your details. If you don't know what time you were born, just put in 12 o'clock. Go down to your North Node and see what zodiac sign it was in, and go and listen to that reading. You may find that that fits more for you this month or even this week than what it does for you, say your Scorpio reading does, okay? Because it's not going to fit for you all the time. Right, so let's have a look for you. So this recent past here, we've got this Page and the Tower moment. Looks like there was some type of offering, may have been an invitation, may have just been a slight bit of communication, may have been some communication coming through the post, but something's gone off at the other end there, Scorpio. Yep, something has gone off somewhere with this Tower card energy. Okay, so while I'm shuffling the cards, just before we go any further, just to get that last bit of energy going, if you could click that subscribe button for me, guys, that would be amazing. Thank you very much. You know the drill, it just helps build the channel, and in the long run help me help you. Thank you very much, my dears. Okay, so Page of Pentacles energy, typically Capricorn, doesn't have to be, but it's an early type energy. It can be seen as a lesser type energy, a younger type energy, sometimes immature type energy, not as committal, but we'll have a delve and see what that is. What can you give me, please, Spirit, on this Page of Pentacles energy? Ace of Swords and Four of Swords. So we have Libra coming into the reading there. I feel quite strongly already, because I don't think you can see it as of this moment, but how your party's entering the reading is in the Four of Swords energy as well. So it looks like there's been someone quite reserved here. There's maybe been an offering, and somebody has made something clear and another person is withdrawn. This could be an invitation, and this party here is withdrawing. Could be an offering of a date, could be an invitation for a wedding, could be some type of communication through the post, and the other party's received it and just doesn't want to deal with it. What do we have here, please, Spirit, on this Tower card energy? Knight of Swords, and it's leading to some type of impulsivity. It can be arguments, doesn't have to be. Knight of Swords energy, typically Taurus, Gemini, but we know with the star signs, even though they're assigned to it, or the zodiac signs, sorry, it doesn't have to be them. But there's also, even though there's impulsivity there can often be an element of regret that comes with this as well. It's kind of like I react and then later on I realise what I've done. And with this energy, I'm feeling there's kind of a loose cannon here. There's a really sensitive issue, and there we have with it a Knight of Wands. Cancer, Leo energy. I feel there's an issue here that's constantly being revisited, and one of the parties wants to move forward with it, or is stuck in the present, shall we say. They're ready to take action. They may be asking the other party, possibly you, Scorpio, when are we going to make a move, or what's happening, can you give me an answer? But there's another party here, the other party, that just keeps revisiting the past. They can't let it go, and there's this issue, this one issue that just keeps going off. It just keeps exploding like that, just keeps going off. It's as if it can't even at times be discussed, and that's why the Four of Swords there, it's got a withdrawal energy. It's someone wanting to go into a meditative state. It's someone just wanting time out, wanting a bit of peace here, sleeping possibly away from the thoughts, or being at rest with the thoughts for the moment, not being challenged, being allowed to come to their own conclusion about something. What else can you give me, please, Spirit, on this Page of Pentacles energy? Five of Cups. Guys, you're coming up quite strongly within your reading, because there's a King of Cups that's at the bottom here as well, which is Libra Scorpio energy. What else can you give me on that Tower card, please, Spirit? There we have it, the Devil. That's that issue. There's this ongoing issue, I feel, here that has got hold of both of you. As you can see here on this Devil card, the Devil, it doesn't have to be a person. It doesn't have to be a third party, as in a person, a job. It can just be an overall atmosphere or energy that's between the both of you. But you can see that lady there, and she's got hold of both the parties, and it's controlled, it's overwhelming, it's too much, and they're restricted. They can't get out of it. But there's one party who's in the present, I feel, wanting to move forward, or at least asking the other party where they're going. And there's just this other party that is dilly-dallying around. Whilst they're dilly-dallying, there's the insecurity of the dilly-dallying is based on insecurity because their confidence is knocked. I feel from the outside they're acting like they're a king or even a queen. They're like well established and they're confident, but within themselves they're quite nervous and have got more doubt than you maybe realise. With this Five of Cups that's over here though, that's about wanting to let go of some regret or seeing a situation from what it really is. You know, I'm just reading the cards, guys, but I feel this may even be you in this Page of Pentacles energy, and you've offered something or suggested something to them. Only small, but something to bring you both back together. And they're withdrawing with that Four of Swords energy, because there's an element of disappointment here. There's something they just can't quite get their head around. It may be that they're over dramatising it a bit in their mind. They're in quite a pessimistic place, but they're not, it's not going down too well for them at the moment. Whatever it is, this upset that has come into their frame of reference, shall we say. Okay, so what do we have here, please, Spirit? What do we have on this Four of Swords that's in reverse? This is how your party, Scorpio, this is how they're coming into your reading. Okay, so this Four of Swords, this is exhaustion. This is they've been burning the candles at both ends. And I feel this is the overanalyzing. This is reaffirming. This Five of Cups that's over here, there's an inability to be able to let something go. I can just see a circle, a revisiting, a constant revisiting, or like a boomerang. It's like it's flung and then it just makes its way back. It just keeps coming back to the same old problem. And no matter how much reassurance you give them, no matter how much ego strokes you give them, they just can't seem to get there. They've got this hang up about something and it isn't budging anytime soon. What do we have, please, Spirit, on this Four of Swords energy in reverse? Queen of Wands. And the Nine of Cups. They're exhausted because there's, I feel there's been a Queen of Wands here. Can often be seen as a third party, but doesn't have to be, who has acted quite selfishly, quite self-absorbed. This doesn't have to be you, guys. It's typically Pisces, Aries energy, but it doesn't have to be you. But it can be somebody else that they've had on the side, and they're exhausted because whilst they're trying to satisfy one, they're trying to bat them off as well, as in get rid of them, and they can't. And this card's just shut out. Five of Pentacles. And there's a lack mentality towards it. There's some type of pessimism. What towards, please, Spirit? Yeah, there's been some sneaking around. Seven of Swords. There's something that's not been fully above board here. Or if it isn't a person, your party's in this Queen of Wands energy at the moment, where they're passionately wanting to pursue something. They're just not putting it out there. They're not verbalizing it. And they're thinking of themselves. They're thinking of themselves in the here and now. And they know it'll become an issue between the both of you. And it'll involve a lot of sneaking round. But they feel they're lacking something within themselves as of this moment. As if they're trying to get the hit from somewhere. I'm feeling for some of you this isn't a person. I'm feeling it's some type of addiction or some type of fix. And then just a pentacle, so it might be some type of gambling. But there's the Three of Cups. More Pisces energy. And a King of Chalices. So there's you again. Or a Libra. Apologies, Pete, just wanted to move you over there. I feel this storyline has took a bit of a turn now as well, because this Four of Swords energy that's in reverse, I feel this is being an overconsumption, or someone has been burning the candle at both ends. But third party, as in with a person, I feel they've been passionately pursuing somebody because they've been lacking elsewhere. I feel it may have been with this King of Chalices, usually is the King of Cups, but remember guys, the genders aren't specific. It just means that if it's a male who's coming forward in the Queen as of this moment, they're operating more in their emotions than their logic. And if you're a female coming forward as a king, you're operating more in your logic than your emotions. But there is something hidden here. There's a hidden agenda. About your party, Scorpio. This may be something that's hidden from you. A secret that's hidden from you. Or you could be the secret, Scorpio. Usually the Queen of Wands just pop up as the third party within the relationship, but not always. What else can you give me on this King of Chalices, please, Spirit? But there's a family here. There's a family here. And someone feels like they've got the happy ever after. And they're very abundant as well. This King of Chalices could be somebody that's within the caring profession, or is able to offer this Queen or whoever it is that they're involved with a balanced level of logic and emotion. I feel for some of you, if it is that one of your parties or your party, Scorpio, has got some type of addiction or difficulty managing something, they're working alongside somebody at the moment and they've overstepped boundaries and are starting to maybe become attached to a person they're working with, maybe somebody they're in recovery with. Obviously this isn't going to be for all of you, but this is for some of you, and they're getting the wires crossed of what the, use the term loosely, the relationship is actually made up of. It's as if you'd suddenly go into counselling and then there becomes a bond more than where the client can maybe start feeling attracted to the counsellor as such, because they're being offered something they never will have been offered elsewhere, but they're getting it confused. It's actually the therapy that's working. It's not that they're I'm being blocked here from saying something. There's a massive secret that's being held here. massive secret that's being held here. Because there's a wife or a husband and they're putting the foot down, or someone is now deciding to take action within this setting, within this arena, and making it clear what it's actually about. So this King of Cups energy that's at the bottom, as I said before, this is Libra Scorpio energy. So this is you guys here, nice and bold at the bottom within your reading. This is how your party feels towards you guys. So there's a feeling here of being balanced, offering that compassion. And I'm feeling you are offering something that they're not getting elsewhere. You are. There's some type of balance. I'm hearing restoration as well, because of this constant drama that they're getting. I'm hearing in the marital home, if that fits for some of you. Yeah. And you allow them to drop the burden. When they're with you, there's something that you offer them that I feel allows them to hide. And there's the Three of Swords. It allows them to let go of any upset. And there's some type of goal. There's something they reach. There's something that they admire within you that they want. There's a desire here. There's a conflict. There's a conflict here in roles, or what the process is about. This isn't going to fit for all of you, but there's somebody that's in way deeper here in energy, and I feel it's with you, Scorpio, than you may be with them. And there's the Hermit. They've really been going down the path of self-discovery here, really learning things about themselves that they may never have uncovered before, may never have revealed to anybody else. And they're seeing a situation for what it actually is, but I'm getting a vibe you're providing them with some type of safety. And also as well, with this card that's at the back, this Page of Pentacles, yeah, it can be about earlier, it can be about youth, it can be about going back and redoing something again, or seeing as the apprentice, but it can also be as well about going into counselling, because it doesn't mean that you're inexperienced. This can be an adult that's going back to earlier, to go over old ways, to try and come to some more balanced way of thinking about it than how they have before, to allow themselves to move forward with more autonomy. What else do we have here, please, Spirit, on this Hermit energy? The Queen of Pentacles. When you're with them, they feel grounded, or when they're with you, they feel grounded. They feel balanced. They feel it's a nurturing, possibly mothering type energy. They feel something with you that they've not felt with anybody else. Yep, and there's a transformation going through with this Judgment card. They are having a massive awakening. This is about looking in the mirror, about seeing something for what it actually is and making a decision. Even if you don't even get a chance within the spiritual awakening, but if there is any choices, it's about making a decision about which way forward you're going to go, or you want to go. Because after what's been revealed following that Judgment card, or during the process, Sagittarius energy, Spirit has just got me to point that out. Things aren't going to be looked at the same anymore. And that can be seen as your typical therapy card as well. A massive shift in consciousness. Okay, so over here we have the Four of Cups, which is Cancer energy, but you could scoop that up as being more water energy. So that can be you guys. Spirit's telling me to change deck. So this may indicate that there is a similar card that's coming out, or a duplicate card that's going to come out, because they want me to change deck. So what do we have, please, Spirit, on this Four of Cups, of what's going on within their environment? What's going on within Scorpio's party? What's going on within the party's environment as of this moment, please, Spirit, that Scorpio isn't aware of? They're not giving me a cards. This normally means that they don't want to disclose. There's some secrecy here, and I'm being being told Hermit. 3 Pentacles. They're rebuilding themselves. They're trying to develop that foundation. And they're taking time out, thinking of how they're going to do it. It's like the universe is coming in there with that cup and offering them something. Yeah, it can be seen as they're being a little bit sulky or a little bit stubborn. But based on all the other cards that are surrounding them, that could be looked at as being in some type of therapeutic setting, or someone just saying, you need to give me a minute here. I need to know how I'm going to move forward, what I'm going to do with this. And I'll kind of deal with that emotion as and when I'm ready, because they're still kind of trying to ground themselves with the other 3 cups that are there. Let me deal with these 3 first, or I'm dealing with these 3 first. I don't want to deal with that one yet. That can be seen as the universe is offering it to them, or it can be seen as the counsellor within the therapy setting offering it to them. But there's a collaboration here. There's a wanting to create some type of stability and bring something together for themselves to create a groundedness, or with somebody else. They're trying to work out, they're trying to get the head in gear here of how they're going to do it. What else is going on within their environment as of this moment, please, Spirit, with the party to move forward, to move the situation forward? That's the universe coming in. It's buckle up time within a connection. They want to move something forward within a connection, and I don't think they quite know how they're going to do it. So whilst they're holding something off, they're thinking, right, how can I get hold of this here? How can I move this forward, but also remain balanced? Possibly not going back into any of those energies that are up at the back there. We can't keep revisiting that. So how am I going to bring myself to some type of balance here so we can allow this to unfold peacefully? And there's the 4 of Pentacles. Guys, that can be the therapy, that can be the processing, that can be holding on of assets, but there's fear that comes with that 4 of Pentacles. I'm not wanting to let go. I'm not wanting to part. There goes the doorbell. Sorry about that, guys. Amazon. Okay, so yeah, 4 of Pentacles. This as well can be somebody that's so deep in thought. They are wanting to move forward to something more committal. But if it is that they're single at this moment, they may have worked so hard to get where they're at, to establish what they have, if it is a business, a career, or their home, or really develop or get to the point of where they are. They feel they can't part with it. There's a fear of not wanting to share, but a fear of if it was to go wrong, they may lose it. It may put them back into maybe even a place of poverty again. But they are wanting to offer. There's an offering there. They are wanting to offer, or they're looking to create that opportunity, that passionate exchange with a Knight of Cups, or coming in the Knight of Cups energy. They're just a bit unsure, dilly-dallying around, as I've said before, of how they're going to do it. But the poverty mindset that I was on about a moment ago, that doesn't always relate to money. That can be about going to a depressed mindset as well, or going to a lack mentality mindset. It doesn't always mean loss of money or loss of earnings or loss of assets. It can mean a lack mentality. So it may be that they have worked hard to develop themselves, maybe within the therapy setting, and they're concerned that they're at the point now where they're feeling good about themselves, and if they put themselves just that one notch too far and go into a committed relationship, if something goes wrong, they're not equipped enough. They've not got or they feel like they've not got the coping strategies at the moment, and it may put them back to square one again. Let's have a look though what we've got here with this Hangman energy. You've got a lot of Pisces again within this reading. I'm not sure if I've said that already. But this is what they want to offer to you. This is what they want to offer, or what they want from the connection as of this moment. They've gained a lot of insight, but they're just holding out here. They're holding out, I feel, for the green light, because they don't know when to go ahead. But that is, my goodness, did you hear that? That was a card shooting out. There's that Five of Pentacles. The lack mentality mindset. It's just absolutely shut out the deck. But it's in reverse. So when it's in reverse, it's they're not even willing to put themselves in that position. Exactly what I've just described. The card is just shut out. They're not even willing to put themselves in a position at this moment of vulnerability, of fear. There's a lot of fear here, and this is why I feel there's this Knight of Swords that's at the back, that's dilly-dallying and keeps revisiting old ways. But what if, what if, what if, what if? And this is why they're in this Hangman energy, because they're waiting for an enlightening moment. They're waiting for a moment where they get this shift, where they can move on. They're just not getting it. They're not getting it at the moment because they're not moving forward and experiencing anything enough, life enough, for their perspective to change. What else have we got on this Five of Pentacles, please, Spirit, of what they want from the connection? Eight of Swords. I feel what they want to stay there and not put themselves in a position of vulnerability. And they're possibly wanting you, if this is you in the Eight of Swords energy, who's withdrawn, gone into self-preservation, or maybe have gone quiet. They're wanting you to step forward. They're wanting you to take lead. And then they'll come forward. Then they'll come into union. Then you'll both come together. There's a strong ego here, but underneath someone so fragile. And there's something that needs addressing. There's something they've not been fully upfront about. And they know they're going to have to air it. And I think by you going to them instead of them going to you, it'll make whatever it is that they're keeping hidden, it'll make it appear not as bad by you going to them instead of them coming to you. Because they're guarded. You've got a lot of Libra in this reading, guys. So maybe that's somebody you're involved with, or somebody who they're in close proximity to at the moment. If it's a third party connection, they may be a Libra, or they have strong Libra within the chart. But there's a strong Libra vibe going on here. I just don't think they're going to come forward. I do think they want a go, a real go at this connection. I'm thinking if you have been involved with each other before and it's been a third party union, there's been a lot of sneaking round and guardedness. What have we got with this Two of Swords, please, Spirit? What needs to be revealed with this Two of Swords, or wants to be revealed? They want victory. That's the second time you've got that Ace of Swords. They want to make something clear. They want you to both work together. They think something's worthwhile there. And they want to be able to move on. You see that glow that's around the Temperance's head? This is a spiritual card as well. This is about enlightenment. It's also about alchemy. So it's about finding, you could say, materials, say precious metals, or metals that aren't as valuable, but bringing them together to make them into something more abundant. Okay, and the way in which you could look at this is how you've got the Hangman energy here. They're waiting is Hangman energy, waiting for that enlightenment, that glow that's at the bottom. Think of it as a green light. But they're not getting that enlightenment at this moment. They're waiting for the enlightenment to come from Spirit, but they're not really doing the work to try and gain an alternative perspective. They're just hanging there, waiting to see things at their rate, at their pace. But with Temperance, this is about you being divinely guided. And I feel they're sitting back thinking, what'll be, be. If it's a male or, well, it doesn't matter, but they'll come and get me when they're ready. I'll just sit back here, guarded. I'm not going to put myself in a place of vulnerability. And round there is that glow, the go-ahead, the what they want, but they're not going to come forward, not at this moment anyway, I don't feel. That's not going to be for all of you, but it's just how I'm reading the cards, guys. Right, this Seven of Pentacles then. This is guidance from Spirit. You don't have to take it, as we've said before, it is just guidance. But this is about looking at areas that do and don't work for you. Taking the bits that do work forward with you and trying to develop them into even more if you can. And also as well, looking at the areas that aren't working for you as well and thinking, right, well, how can we adjust that? How can we subtly change it? How can we tweak things here to make it more of benefit to me or of benefit to all the others that are involved as well? But it's also about looking at your strategy and your plan and reviewing things, reviewing your work, reviewing your project when you get to the end. So you're continually learning, continually challenging yourself, but striking that balance as well, striking the balance of not unnecessarily challenging yourself when you don't need to. But this as well will promote growth within you in all areas. It doesn't have to mean making things more profitable, meaning monetary wise. It can be within yourself, investing back into yourself spiritually, just spending a bit more time with yourself and seeing how you develop a bit further down the line, being kind to yourself, but growing. You'll find that you'll grow and you'll develop with every experience as you're learning. Oh my Scorpio, this has been some reading. I hope it has brought you some clarity, and yeah, if you could just click that subscribe button for me, that would be amazing, and look forward to catching up with you at the end of August. Over and out. Bye.